Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Hey everybody, how are you? 47 people waiting on me. I'm so sorry. So first of all, I had a power situation. My backup battery wouldn't plug into my phone, so I'm sorry, and there wasn't enough juice. So that was a little concerning to do this for at least 30 minutes to an hour. So how is everybody? Sorry I'm late. Oh my God. Hello, Bimmer Geezer. I've moved now from Thailand to Malaysia, and it has been quite the ordeal to be over here. Woohoo! I'm alive, I'm not coughing, and I don't have a fever. So I'm really happy about that. Hey Jester, hey Jeff, hey everybody, Ralph, Paul, Gregory, cheers to you guys. Sorry, it's always something with a live chat. Just when you think you got it nailed, something else is a pain in the ass. So I set a reminder. How was that for everyone? Hello Charlie, hello Dan, hello Gary, hello Dennis. Hello Chaz in San Diego. How's everybody doing? So for me, it's supposed to be 8:30 in the morning. It's about 8:45, so I'm sorry I'm late. Good evening to everyone else. Hello from the future. Hello Alaska. Hey Alabama, Ohio. So I know this is a really good time for everyone in the States. I know this is not a good time for Europe, but hopefully the boat will move into a place where this will be a better time for other people. West Virginia, wow. Germany, all right, what time is it in Germany? So yeah, about 3 weeks ago, I decided to jump my other ship, a beautiful Fontaine Pajot catamaran, for a season in the Caribbean. Things were going well. To join another boat. So I am on a 40-foot cutter, and I'm over here. I've left Thailand and I'm now in Malaysia. So a whole bunch has happened, and I kind of came here right when the whole coronavirus was taking off. The day before my flight, it was canceled and completely rerouted over Europe and the Middle East to come to Phuket, Thailand, and now Iran and Italy have big cases of corona. So yeah, if I had corona, I probably would have been contaminating those countries too. But I came here, yeah, 3 weeks ago, and right in the height of everything, and pretty much have been on my own quarantine with everyone on the boat. So yeah, you might watch my Instagram story. We do run around a little bit here and there to get food. But for the most part, we stay away from everyone. You know, we ride our own scooter in, we ride our own scooter home. We don't get in cabs or anything like that. And we had a lot of boat work to do too. So we were kind of in our own world while this corona stuff was taken off. And now it's really affecting us because our options of sailing they're changing. The ports are closing all around us. Countries aren't letting cruisers in, they're not letting planes in. So our route is completely changed, which we will go over. And what is everybody saying? Who's out here right now? Hey, everybody, Minnesota, Utah, Missouri, yay. Oh, I thought somebody was, I need a hazmat suit, yeah. So out here just trying to figure out what our sailing route's going to be. Originally, you know, we were gonna put in for a visa to go north to Sri Lanka, but that's not an option anymore. Most definitely the Maldives and Sri Lanka have closed their borders, definitely to cruisers. They're actually kicking people out, as I understand it. So the big news on where I'm sailing for my ocean crossing, 201 people that are there. If everyone hits the like button right now, I'll tell you, there's 35 likes. When it says 100, I'll tell you where I'm going. Everybody hit the like button. So yeah, I've been over here for 3 weeks doing boat work, avoiding coronavirus, and trying to figure out how to get where the hell I need to go. I've 77 likes, bam, just like that. 82 likes, bam, just like that. 87, hit the like button. 100, I'll tell you the big news. 91, almost there. Come on, this secret is killing me. I've had this secret. 99, I've had this secret for a month, and the only person I have told is my mother. 101, I have crossed the Pacific Ocean, and I am crossing the Indian Ocean, everyone. Whoa! I know Delos has done it. I don't know anyone else that has done it. Do you know? Tell us, tell us. So yeah, I'm crossing the Indian Ocean, and that is pretty crazy in itself. Now I feel like I'm running away from coronavirus. Isn't that crazy? Somebody says, oh, the corona tests are giving false positives. Yeah, so the biggest thing for me coming over here and having this pandemic erupt is they pretty much just don't know what's going on. If anyone has a cough or anyone has a fever, there's just pretty much snatching you up and putting you in quarantine. So I figured the best thing to do is just quarantine yourself now and stay away from everything. So yeah, we've been wearing any kind of mask. We've been hand sanitizing. I mean, pretty much if you touch something, you hand sanitize. Rumor has it that, thank you everyone. 130 likes. Thank you everybody. 200 people out there. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm like, we cannot afford to have a fever or a cough for whatever reason, even if it's a cold, not a flu. So we just went ahead and quarantined ourselves, and we're feeling good. We're taking vitamin C every day. We even started taking garlic now. We've got our multivitamins. We have provisioned up. There is no reason for us to leave this boat. We have bought crazy amount of data, so our plan is to just edit away and you know, pre-schedule all the videos and getting a lot more savvy with the YouTube options and to get those up for you guys. So the video should be coming out once a week, scheduled for you for this whole crossing. We think that the longest that we will not have internet is 2 months. So I am wearing an orange sports bra. It is so hot. I'm so glad no one's complained about the noise because this fan is making me happy. This hatch is really making me happy right now. But yeah, this is pretty sporty this morning. But yeah, the media is causing a huge panic for some places. Not where I am, but you know what? Stuff like this, like rumor has it, the coronavirus can live 9 days on a surface. So it doesn't even matter if you're around people. Something hacking into their hand or whatever and rubbing it on a subway pole, and then you walk up to it within 9 days and then rub your eyeball or something, rumor has it you can get coronavirus. So you should take it seriously, everyone. I mean, it's no reason to go out there and buy up everything in the grocery store and to panic like that. But I think if it was taken seriously a little bit earlier, maybe it wouldn't be this bad. So your eye hole, yeah. Well, that's how you get pink eye, right? Put your hands in your pants and then rub your eyes. 3, that's crossing the Indian Ocean. I'm really excited. And actually, it's mid-March right now. So 2 years ago, almost on this exact date, I started my Pacific crossing. So I think this is pretty cool. And yes, there are pirates out in the Indian Ocean. I would have never have thought that I would do this. I think it's my kind of like bucket list, you know. I think the only other thing for me to do is to cross the Atlantic, and then I've done all 3 big ones. Go to Antarctica, and then maybe go to outer space. So call me weird, but that's my bucket list. Thanks, looking good. Thank you very much. Rising temperatures, yeah, I think that might be helping us too. It is so freaking hot here. Maybe coronavirus just evaporates when it hits this air because it is really, really hot. So this boat is a 40-foot cutter. Yes, yes it is. That's what I am on right now. I'm in the V berth, so I have the whole V berth to myself. Because we've been doing a lot of boat work, I still have all my stuff in my bags over here on the port side, and the starboard side is kind of where I've been sleeping. But we literally get up when the sun comes up, make our coffee, and we have been working tirelessly either on the boat or provisioning or something for our crossing. And the last 3 weeks have just been so much. I think we went to the beach once. We haven't really even been playing at all. Um, yeah, so I will do a whole, I was thinking about maybe just doing an updated, this is what I've been up to before we leave. Since all my videos, I've left Guam, I'm in sailing school, and I was in the Caribbean, and now I've journeyed over here. So I was thinking about making a what the fuck is going on right now video, and just getting that out there really quick for you guys. Sum up things for those who don't watch the live chats, you know. So does anybody have any questions right now? Will you show pics of the boat soon? Actually, I figured I would talk to you guys for, I don't know, 30 minutes-ish. It's been about 10 minutes. And then wander around the boat and introduce you to the crew if you'd like to meet them. Yeah. Be careful. Yeah, you need your ICU nurses. Yeah, I don't really use my Facebook that often, but when I do, I like to post important stuff there, because a lot of my nursing friends are on my Facebook page and not my Instagram. So yeah, they're paying nurses like $80 to $120 an hour to do the coronavirus testing screens. So I guess, you know, I don't know what that entails, by the way, because they're saying the ones that are dying, it all has to do with their lung scan. So if you have any lung issues, definitely take this seriously. But if you're in your prime of your immune system, you're probably going to be okay. Hi from Argentina. Great. Hello. Yeah, it's a little chaotic. I've seen it on the social medias. We're not chaotic out here, and it's literally all around me. Australia, hello. Where in Malaysia am I? I'm in Langkawi right now. Just checked in a few days ago. This is a great place to provision. I have not seen any Lamborghinis yet. I heard this is the land of the Lamborghinis. But they do have boxed wine. So I got 5 of those, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. Lumpur? Yeah, that's exactly where I am. I don't know how to pronounce the whole name. Sorry. Hi from Missouri. Hello. Netherlands. Hello. You can still do damage to your lungs even if you don't recover. Yeah, so fibrosis is hardening of the lung tissue, and I would never ever want that. I have a hard enough time trying to run a marathon. Can you imagine that with hard, not super sexy, elastic lung tissue? That'd be really hard. I love you guys too. Thanks for being here. I believe it's your Saturday night somewhere. So yeah, spending a Saturday night with me, thank you very much. My family's really good. Actually, when I'm done with this live chat, I'm going to call them. It seems every time I think about it, it's like after 10 a.m. So it would be like in the middle of the night or early morning for them. So I don't get to call them at regular hours for me. So as soon as I jump off here, I'll probably give them a call, make sure they know what's going on. So yeah, our plan to cross the Indian Ocean was to go north. We were gonna explore Sri Lanka. So I'll have to fly in there on a different time in my lifetime. So Sri Lanka is definitely out there. You cannot go north, which in a sense they're turning cruisers away. So I'm so glad I didn't land, immediately get on the boat and take off. We would have been turned away or kicked out of Sri Lanka at this point. So it's a godsend that we got stuck in Thailand and went south to Malaysia. So now we're going to continue to go south to the west part of Indonesia, and then we will just cut west straight over the Indian Ocean. Yeah, so the Indian Ocean, that's one of the big secrets, guys. Woo! I can't believe it still doesn't seem real. As soon as this boat was like, hey, by any chance, are you busy? I'm like, I'm not busy for you. What are you doing? They're like, we're going to cross the Indian Ocean. You want to come? I was like, absolutely. So I jumped off the Fountain Peugeot. We happened to be in Florida doing some boat repairs as well, and maintenance to continue our trip because we went from Puerto Rico, Turks and Caicos, Bahamas to Florida to get our annual maintenance and a little bit of work done, and then we're going to go all the way down to Grenada. And I jumped off that sexy boat and that sexy trip to come here to do the Indian Ocean. You know, I kind of like putting a lot of work in, you know, and being part of a mission. The last crossing was tons of fun. Missing you here. Aw, hey Will. Aw, I miss you too. Yeah, the last crossing was definitely more of a mental challenge that I could have ever prepared myself for. But it's been 2 years since the last crossing, and I really miss it. So I'm super stoked to be invited on this crossing. And there's just 3 of us. So, I mean, we've provisioned. We're here. The weather is great. I have all my bikinis. We're going to go to places that people never see. You can't fly there. You know, you can only sail there. And just like French Polynesia, you know, the Marquesas, it's such a beautiful place to go to with atolls and pristine beaches that have like never been touched before. I mean, the amount of sharks that you see in the water when you dive, and the sea life isn't afraid of you because they don't see people, you know, they just don't know what to think of you. I cannot wait for this trip. I feel so lucky to be on it, really. So you guys are coming with me. Tons of filming to do. Aw, hello Jose, hello Nancy, hello William, Brando. Can I say hi to Sterling? Hi Sterling. So where will I land on the other side of the Indian Ocean? There's some permits that you can get to visit some village islands in the center of the Indian Ocean. That is our goal, to hopefully stop there. So we're doing more like 9-day passages, not like a full 20-day passage, but we're prepared for either. We want to make as many stops as possible and kind of, you know, film and experience all these different places. Will I marry you, Will? You can't propose to me on a live chat, okay? I'm gonna need a real diamond in real life. But we will land in Madagascar for sure. I mean, you don't go this way without going to Madagascar. We are definitely gonna avoid Somalia at all costs. And yes, basically on the last crossing, I did not see a boat, you know, crossing the Pacific. So if I see a boat crossing the Indian Ocean, I'm gonna get real nervous, because you don't see people out there unless that they're really trying to see you. And in this island, or this crossing, you don't want to see any pirates, you know. But hopefully they're really busy in the northwest area, because a lot of people are stuck up there because they're being kicked out of Sri Lanka, and there's no safe place to go because it's storm season. So we cannot actually cross the Indian Ocean until May 1st. So it's not like, oh, we'll just leave early. No, now's the worst time to be in the Indian Ocean. Scotland, hello. Yeah, guys, so I'm crossing the Indian Ocean. My self-provisioning was what I had on the other boat. I just took that suitcase, bought some free diving fins, and I mean, I wish I could have got more GoPro gear. I wish I could have got some things, but now I'm in the land of no stores. I did get my Pelican case. It was on my wish list, so big shout out to Maury. You got me my Pelican case, right? Sent it to my mom, and my mom overnighted it to me. So inside my Pelican case is my laptop. So nothing should happen to my laptop, so I can edit every day. And then the other thing I got was my Garmin InReach 2, so my parents can track me. You know, there's a live tracking device. Yeah. So I will clip this onto my PFD. Thank you, Jamie, for my PFD. He gave me that. My last captain on the Fountaine Peugeot, he gave me a PFD so I would be safe for this, and this will be clipped on it. So for any reason I get separated from my crew and my boat, I will be sending SOS calls from this. Take it seriously. Somebody come rescue me. I have evac insurance as well for the entire year, and so I will be stabilized in the closest bit of land and hospital, and then I'll be air flighted home. So I think I'm all set up for an entire year. But yeah, I only had about 10 days to lock all this in and fly over here, and now it's been 3 weeks on land and with my crew getting ready. So let's see, we've been chit-chatting for about 20 minutes. Does anybody have any questions for me before I introduce you to my crew? If you're a pirate in the Indian Ocean, You would just what? Have lunch with me? I would just have, thanks. Yeah, guys, don't, it's not nice when you flood the live chat with just one comment. Sometimes in the middle of saying something and I just get distracted by reading the comments, so I'm sorry. Did I hear about Maverick? Yes, I did. I saw Bobby right before he passed away. I saw Bobby and his crew in the Bahamas. So, you know, we all got to say what's up, and we shared the same beach together. We all enjoyed the stingrays that day together. Does my new crew include my boyfriend? No, I don't have a boyfriend, everybody. This girl is single. How often will I be able to upload? So right now we are going to be in Malaysia, we think, for 1 week. We may be waiting for a 4th crew member, but we were really excited to have somebody along for about a month and then go home. But now we think that inviting anybody else along with us would just be reckless for them to go through the airport in such a period of time where everything, for lack of a better word, contaminated, you know, and then if they don't come now, it's kind of like, you know, how do we get you home? So then it's like, if you did make it here, then you're going to stay with us like all year. So I think that right now it is time to meet the rest of the crew. Sorry if I didn't answer your questions. I will ask in a few minutes if you have more questions, okay? So I'm going to crawl through the boat and introduce you.
Alright, here we go. So we have a crew member that we'd like to introduce you to. Okay. So
Drum roll, everybody.
So sailing Nandji.
Who is it?
Surprise!
So meet Lala Libra.
Yes!
Hello.
He's sailing Nandji!
We're doing it! Oh my god.
This has been the biggest secret ever for one whole month.
Yeah.
Alright, Lala, get out, baby. Back it up, britches.
So surprise, everybody.
Yes. Oh my god, that's
Back
in
it
the
up.
way.
Is anyone freaking out? Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay,
On your bed. Sit. Out. Out.
He's like,
It's like, I'm here too. I'm a crew member too.
yeah, for real.
So we are one big happy family now, as you can see. So there's now 3 of us.
Yeah.
So
Is anyone mind blown?
Yes, my mind's blown and I already knew.
holy lollipop.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, Laura's going to be joining us for an undisclosed amount of time. I'm pretty sure. Like.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, to see how it all rolls, and because you set your bad boy up,
Jesus. Oh, okay.
we kind of got technology going everywhere.
We have a tripod. Sorry, excuse my.
Oh, there's a bit of boob on the camera.
The boat is not healing. Dang it. Okay. So we had this planned. We really did.
There we go. Molly, come on, buddy.
Ollie, out you go, buddy. Sorry, Alright, here we are.
Okay.
Can we squeeze in and then
think we
move
can.
that one and then yeah. Okay, cool. So
There we
yeah.
I know my camera should have been a little bit different, but
Yeah.
I had taped it like
Yeah.
that, so now it's kind of stuck.
Right on, so we got.
Laura's
Instant replay.
We're getting that little delay now of Laura's boob, so.
Yeah, so everyone that's watching my live chat, go ahead and watch our live chat next.
Yeah, for sure. So we're actually live on 2 different channels at the moment, and we plan to do. Lala will be making her video blogs about the trip, and we'll be making our video blogs about the trip. So there's quite a story to be told from a couple of different angles, which would be.
and I think we might alternate the days so you can watch one on a video on her channel and watch a video on our channel, and yeah, just so you get double the fun. Yeah.
Kind of like that double mint gum.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
exciting. It's good to have another. It'll be good to have another person on. We noticed in Indonesia last time it was really nice when we picked up crew, like how we picked up a couple of surfer lads, and it's just good to going in remote places to have more people on board, and yeah, just other people to enjoy it with. And
Yeah.
Lala never shuts up, and she's a ball of energy. So yeah, and so Lala's done quite well in keeping this quiet from her following, as
So hard.
she's been on board now for probably 2 weeks. So the best thing about it was we'd organised for Laura to come on board before the scenario that we call it now.
Yeah.
And we told her all about it, and she went, "Well, I'm still coming."
Yeah.
And so,
So-
we're like, we tip her hat to that for sure. So we're like, well, she's got balls, she's coming for sure. So that's really good.
So
Yeah.
This. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
This all started out because Kevin, one of our Kevin, you know, Uncle. He watches a lot of YouTube sailing channels, and he watches doodles, and so he started following Laura as well, and. Laura was in Thailand doing going to sailing school, and I think he was trying to meet up with you with some other people. We missed Laura. She'd come to Thailand, and she was at sailing school, and I was like, oh, she went to sailing school. I was like, oh, girl's serious. Like, she really likes sailing, and that kind of stuck in my mind. I was like, you know, girl power. I loved it, and I thought that was awesome that she's, you know, going to sailing school, and so that just stayed in my mind, and then one day, I don't know, I was just like, why don't we get Laura to come sailing with us, you know, to help sail to Sri Lanka? And I messaged her, and she was just like, oh my God, girl, I am coming.
Yeah, I literally spelled
like-
ONGGIRL. I'll call you.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and that it all
Yeah.
happened really fast, didn't it?
we
Yes.
had,
Yeah, so you guys, I was like, oh my gosh, are we gonna break the internet?
Yeah.
I was just like, people are gonna be so excited to
Yeah.
have more videos on 2 different channels. I was just like, this is an epic trip, like freaking 3 sailors combined. You have no idea. This is such a hard secret for me to keep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a long time. It's just hasn't been a right time to do it. We've just been so flat out busy.
So we're so busy in the boatyard. So if anyone was looking at our Instagram, you might have seen that we had a third person helping out with a couple of really big fiberglassing jobs, and that was Laura.
Yes, she's been.
So she rocked up.
Man, she's
Yeah.
put on the suit. She's fiberglassing with us. Like, welcome to Nandji boat life, you know?
Yes, and like our Instagram stories were so similar. We're like,
Yeah.
is anyone gonna figure it out?
Yeah.
But yeah, when they invited me, I bought my ticket within like 48 hours. I'm like, I'm coming. And then they like almost like a day later was like, hey, we got some news. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to change my flight or whatever. Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm still coming. And they're like, for real? I was like, yeah, you're not going to scare me off. This is like a once in a lifetime kind of trip invitation. And I was just like, I will be there.
Yeah.
I will totally be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was very exciting because we were in the boatyard. So when you first rocked up, what was your initial feeling? Because there was 3 massive holes cut in the bottom of the hull.
I
at
guess
that
we need
stage.
to. Do your followers know what happened with Nandji? So,
Well, we can either give them a little snippet, or if you want, you can watch their last live chat. But I think we should give them a little snippet.
yeah.
Sure.
So we prepared our boat to sail across the Indian Ocean. We were like on our way to Malaysia, and we stopped at a group of islands for the night. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, we were on a mooring ball. At 2 o'clock in the morning, a huge squall came through, and before we'd even the moorings broke, and before we'd even started the engine, we were up on a reef, and we spent the next, I think, like 12 hours in the reef trying to get out, and we ended up putting 4 big holes in the side of the boat, and we managed to keep the water under control. We fiberglassed, we managed to save the boat and got it to a boatyard. And this happened the day after we'd organised for Laura to come with us. And so first thing we did was messaged her and said, look, I know that we've got these plans, but we've just had a big accident, and it's going to take a while to fix and everything. And, you know, do you still want to come? We can understand if you don't. And she's like, I'm still coming.
You ain't gonna scare me away.
So yeah.
Yeah. It was so much work. So I drive from Phuket over to Krabi, and I'm coming in, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like I'm really gonna meet them. Like, I'm totally like just like you know, like a little bit nervous too. So I get out and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm wearing just like, oh my gosh, I totally just did not think this through, you know.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden here comes Benita on her scooter, she's like, zing! And I was like, is this real life?
Yeah, it was
And
so
she's like,
surreal.
hi, and I'm like, whoa.
It's like meeting someone from the internet.
Yes.
It's so weird.
Blind date.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it all worked out. So what was your feeling?
Well, you know, this is like I just came up to her, and from the side that I was on, everything was fine.
Yeah,
then,
true.
So then Benita's like, so do you want to see it?
You want to see it?
And I was like, okay. Walk over to the other side. I'm like, damn, that really is a hole through your boat.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3. I was like, whoa. Yeah, and I was just like, well, it looks like you got a good amount of work done. I had no idea how much more work was to come, though. And
Yeah, it took a long time for sure, there's no doubt, but that's why we put you to work.
definitely, I mean, I don't know how long you would have been there, too, without just 2 extra hands like that.
Yeah, it was
a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. You've now invested your blood, sweat and tears into Nandji, which is pretty much what is a requirement of Nandji.
Yeah. I think it was more like, what is it, initiation?
Yeah.
How bad do you want it?
Yeah. Put the sperm suit on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But look how hot we are right now,
Yeah,
just sitting here. Like, if you can imagine putting on just a onesie and then...
Wearing a face mask and goggles and everything, it's intense.
It was intense, yeah.
Yeah.
And... Geez, Yosh just working like around the clock with fiberglass and everything. I still feel the fiberglass occasionally.
I've finally sweated it all out, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is very good. All right, so do we have any questions that we can answer here
Yeah,
for
you
you
got any
guys? Since there is 3 of us on board now, it's probably a bit weird seeing 2 live chats at the one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding.
But Yosh, I envy and fear you. Yeah, I know, I'm scared too, my friend. I'm not sure if it was a good idea to have 2 females against 1
He's
male.
outnumbered.
But Marley's on my team, he just needs to man up a bit.
Yeah, it's even. It's even 2 to 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah. We've all been having such a great time together. We're like getting along really well, and yeah, we're really excited to sail together and to explore together and adventure together, aren't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
stoked. This is going to be fantastic. So yeah, I mean, it's even better because like everybody here knows how to film. You know, like, so
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the footage that we're going to capture
Yeah.
of each other. Yeah, and then you get twice the amount of videos.
It'll
So-
definitely add an extra element to it with different angles and stuff. So
Yeah.
it'll be a bit weirder for us. We've never really been filmed by anyone, hey? So it'd be nice to have
Yeah.
that extra angle and extra perspective. So it should,
Yeah.
hopefully that adds some characters to the videos.
Yes.
Yeah. Have we got any questions?
Yeah. How long am I staying with them? 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Well, they can't
something
just
like
kick
that.
me off anywhere.
Yeah. It's not-
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, who knows? Because what's going on in the world,
Yeah.
things can change quite rapidly at the moment, as things have been changing quite rapidly.
And,
So yeah, we'll just have to play it as it goes.
Josh is going to have his hands full. Yes, he is.
Yeah, hopefully by the time we leave here, my hands won't be full because I won't be doing any more work on the boat.
Yeah, right? They'll be full in a different kind of way. Full of cold ones.
And
maybe.
Nick's asked if Laura's staying for the crossing. Yes, she is.
Yep.
Yep, sailing over to South Africa. So
We were always contemplating how we were going to do the passage. It was something we always wanted to do by ourselves and something that we wanted to achieve. As we've kind of thought about it and we've got a bit more, having a third hand on board will make life a little bit easier and we can actually see each other while we're at sea. So that was the idea behind getting an extra sailor on board to help us make the passage.
Yeah. Enjoy it too. I mean, passages, I mean, they can be boring, but they're a lot of work too. You have to spend so many hours up just being on the lookout, you know, making sure that you're safe and that you actually get to where you're going.
yeah, especially when there's 2 people and you're just sleeping every 2 hours. If you have like bad weather or anything, and you don't get enough sleep, it accumulates and it slowly starts
Yeah.
to just affect you, and
Yeah.
you just can't get back that sleep that you've lost. So
You're starting to make
Yeah.
bad decisions when you
Yeah.
sleep.
So-
at
Get
night.
delirious, you start
Yeah.
seeing orange snakes in the water.
yes,
Yeah.
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 And monkeys in the compass. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I remember one morning I woke up and I was like, did anybody see those ghost dolphins last night? And they're like, did she just really say that? And it turns out, like weeks later, it was dolphins swimming, playing in the wake with the bioluminescence. So I did see them, but nobody had seen anything like that either. So they thought it was crazy. And I'm like, oh no, am I crazy?
Yeah, a little bit loco.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, well, sweet. Well, I guess.
All right, well, yeah.
So that's our crew member.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so if you're not subscribing to SV Nandji, go ahead and do it.
Right on.
And I'm Lala Libra.
Yeah, and,
That's it.
Laura's YouTube is Lala Libra, so you can subscribe to her as well, and then you can see both our videos.
Yeah, check it out. All right,
All
now,
right.
get out of here.
Bye. I'm
All
gonna
right.
leave.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
See ya. All right. I'm taking my peeps. Oh my gosh, this is so hard.
Are you right?
Yeah. Should be right. Ah. So what'd you guys think of that? Woohoo! I'm on their yacht. Woohoo! All right, so I'm gonna take you down the hatch so I can actually read your comments. It's way too sunny out here for me to see. So I'll just do a quick little spin. Behind me is this is Malaysia, okay? This is the marina. Or not, I mean, we're not really in the marina, we're out on the hook, but take a look. Yeah, so it's pretty gorgeous. There's town. And then it's like a national park way over here. All right, everybody. Through the hatch. Okay. So, surprise everybody. Is anyone blown away like I'm blown away? So this is pretty special. Like for me, being invited to be their third crew member was definitely being validated as a sailor. And you know, like I have extra skills. I'm not just a sailor now, you know, I'm a filmer, I'm a swimmer, I'm fun to hang out with, you know, so this is a really cool combination, and I think that y'all are really gonna love it. Yes, a few people did guess it, and there was, I think, 5 comments I had to delete because they're like, did you know you're right next to SV Nandji? And I'm like, oh really, am I? And then some people were like really good guesses, and I was like, I better delete those. It'll ruin my little spoil my surprise. So surprise everybody, you're in for a big blast. I will definitely be with them for 6 months to a year. After about 6 months, we'll reevaluate, you know, depending on where we are, and back to work. So when I do leave them, I will be going back to Guam, and then when I do leave them, that's when I'll be purchasing my own boat too. I'll be doing some boat shopping, and I have no idea what I'll get. You know, I dream of a catamaran sailing off into the sunset, but we will see. You've been following SV Nandji through Crash. Yeah, so you should definitely, you can watch your live chat that they're doing today, or the one before that. They really go into what happened with, you know, the reef and their boat. And we actually sailed to the scene of see the reef and see how big it is, and, you know, to see where the holes were on the boat, and to listen how the tide went down, and that was in their favor to fiberglass really quick to do a quick repair job. And then the tide went up hours later so it could set and then sail away, and then finally they got you go listen to their live chat. Yeah, get all the details from them. So yeah, the Maverick, I know, my sweet boy, he passed away. I don't really want to talk about that because I will definitely start crying. He was my favorite. Yes, they just finished up. Well, ask me some questions, because I'm doing my live chat on my cell phone. That's where my internet is, and I couldn't really see all the feed while we were doing our little duo. Yeah. So I shouldn't be traveling by myself, but I'm not. I'm with my 2 buddies now. Yeah, it's definitely beautiful here. It's definitely really hot here in Malaysia. I didn't realize how much Malaysia has to offer. Did anybody else know that? So, diving wise, we do have 1 BCD set on board. we don't have a bottle for it. I thought about looking into getting one, and mainly, I mean, there's 3 of us. I was just thinking that would be more of a, if they wanted to, like, I don't know, use it to check the underside of the boat, or if anything goes on, use it to dive just as like equipment. But I don't think we're going to be doing any scuba diving where we're going. I think we're going to do more of like free diving. So they're really big on spearfishing. So I'm excited to use, I've got a Hawaiian sling here. I know how to use that, but spearfishing gun, I can't load it myself. So I'm excited to participate, you know, with them and maybe gain some skills there. Shout out to Andy. What's up, Andy? Yeah, totally watch our live chat. Get all filled in with the current and the latest and the greatest, everybody. I know, what you guys wouldn't do to be on this boat, huh? This is the fun boat for sure. Oh, so you want to be a moderator. Mateo. Hello, Mateo and Phil. All right, guys, well, everything's gonna be super great here. I can't wait to have tons of beach days and fantastic places. There's gonna be some great sailing. Their boat setup is unique, so I've already been learning a lot, like with the wind vane and how that works. So it was really cool to see Nandji out of the water, because they got to kind of explain the rudder back there, and you know, I really got to see all the boat before, you know, she was in the water, and you know, I got to be a part of the repairs and everything like that. So I'm feeling super comfortable, and I'm really excited for this trip. Yes, we will be safe. We'll keep you posted. So our plan this week is just to do a whole bunch of editing and get as much as we can scheduled on YouTube so our videos come out on time, and yeah, so you won't have to miss us. There will be a point where, you know, Instagram stories and stuff like that, I don't think there will be any posting there, just because we're limited on the internet that we'll have when we're out at sea. But I have a Garmin InReach, and they have something else, so I can still email and do some texting from my device, but their device has a little bit more options. I believe they can do some Facebook and Instagram posts from theirs. But looks like my battery's gonna die. So I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, Will. Good night, Will. Tell you about the crew. They're another sailing channel. So this is actually the first sailing channel that I have ever watched. And I've been geeking out on Sailing Nandji since I was living in Alaska, and called it quits up there and became a traveling nurse and relocated in the Caribbean. And I was a traveling nurse in the Virgin Islands when I jumped on, you know, the Sailing Doodles boat. I was aware of them for about 8 months, and then became crew with them and really started my whole sailing adventure. So I've been on and off the water for 10 years, and I've been on YouTube for 2.5 years. And yeah, I was, you know, I went to sailing school and started saving up for my boat, and wanted to do one last trip with someone. So I jumped on the Fountain Show to do a season to really exercise, you know, being my own captain. And then Sailing Nandji was like, hey, you want to cross the Indian Ocean? I was like, heck yeah, one more crossing under my belt before I do this thing alone. So that is why I'm here. I'm just trying to master as many skills and learn as many boats as possible before, you know, I take a go at this on my own. This has been my dream for, you know, over 10 years. So I'm just making it happen. Anybody can do this, you know, you just have to get out there and get really comfortable, you know. All right, lovers. Well, I'm going to say goodbye. And today we are taking the pup to the beach. We're going to go find a beach where nobody else is and just soak up the sun and, you know, be proud of ourselves for all the work that we've been doing these last 3 weeks together. All right, I love you guys. Mwah! Thank you, Jester. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Bimmer Geezer. Thank you, all my moderators. Oh, all right. Well, you guys have a good night or a good morning. I'm going to have a fabulous day. And I will do more live chats now that the secrets are out. And yes, I'm going to try to get my sailing school out as fast as possible. And so I'm just going to do some wicked editing and try to get everything up to date. I'm getting faster at things, so hopefully I can upload things much faster while I have the internet available. Okay, everyone? So thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.